time, I do the work, one step ahead, never reverse. Blessed and I'm cursed, that's right, 'cause I put in the time, I put in the time. Sunset, sunrise, I did it again. Can't satisfy hunger inside to thrive. I put in the time. Like a fine wine, I put in the time. Every day more beautiful than the one I left behind. Ain't got time to sit and cry. Gonna fall before I fly, but don't rise. Give me the whole damn elephant in one bite. License to hunt and kill, yeah, this is your invite. You keeping up with me, you're 9 to 5, that sounds nice. I'm 10 to 10 while you sleep, I run the whole night. I put in the time, I do the work, one step ahead, never reverse. Blessed and I'm cursed, that's right, 'cause I put in the time, I put in the time. Sunset, sunrise, I did it again. Can't satisfy hunger inside to thrive. I put in the time. Move a mountain, gotta do the work. You wanna move a mountain, then you gotta get into some dirt. Push through the pain and hurt, don't let it break you first now. Ooh, you trying to ride a rocket straight to the sun. Gonna burn, baby, burn, too green, too young. Gotta put in the time and sweat and carry that cross. Have you been to hell and back? Do you know just what it costs? 'Cause I put in the time, I do the work, one step ahead, never reverse. Blessed and I'm cursed, that's right, 'cause I put in the time, I put in the time. Sunset, sunrise, I did it again. Can't compromise this drive inside to thrive. I put in the time. Wanna move a mountain, gotta do the work. Wanna move a mountain, gotta get into the dirt. Takes time. You wanna move a mountain, you gotta do the work. You wanna move a mountain, gotta get into the dirt. Takes time. Put the time in. You wanna move a mountain, you gotta do the work. You wanna move a mountain, gotta get into the dirt. Takes time. Put the time in. This is my time, I've waited long enough. I'm taking my moment, don't matter how it was. No regrets, no matter how hard it gets. I'm going for greatness. Going for greatness. Here I go, here I go, here I go now. Blast off, about to leave the ground. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I'm gone. But don't blink, you might miss it. Mode set to launch. Higher, 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 higher. Kicking and smoking, spitting fire. Do what you will, call me a liar. Don't believe me, look in my eye. Gotta suit up for a showdown. Give me that kingdom, hand me my crown. This is my time, I've waited long enough. I'm taking my moment, don't matter how it was. No regrets, no matter how hard it gets. I'm going for greatness. This is my time, I've waited long enough. I'm taking my moment, don't matter how it was. No regrets, no matter how hard it gets. I'm going for greatness. Going for greatness. Yeah, yeah, for greatness. Here I go, up to the top. I'll be the greatest of all time, full stop. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you're gone. It's a knockout, you ain't getting up from. Faster, stronger, all lasts longer. This is no joke, I came to conquer. Blind ambition, fame is my monster. World's a stage and this is my concert. Gonna rise up, gonna fall down. Give me that kingdom, hand me my crown. This is my time, I've waited long enough. I'm taking my moment, don't matter how it was. No regrets, no matter how hard it gets. I'm going for greatness. This is my time, I've waited long enough. I'm taking my moment, don't matter how it was. No regrets, no matter how hard it gets. I'm going for greatness. I'm going for greatness. Yeah, yeah, for greatness. G-O-A-T, greatest of all time, baby, believe me. G-O-A-T, greatest of all time, all time. G-O-A-T, greatest of all time, baby, believe me. G-O-A-T, greatest of all time, all time.
Well, let's get this underway. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Thomas College Esports. Tonight, it's going to be Thomas College versus Hood College here. The Terriers versus the Blazers. We're going to be starting ourselves off here on the King of the Hill style map known as Lijiang Tower. Heading down here to the market.
Ready for battle.
This is going to be an entire best of 5 series. Starting here with the King of the Hill. The first to win 2 maps wins round number 1. So we're going to have to see what these teams are going to be running up here. As you can see here, Thomas College is going to be Team Blue, while Hood College is Team Red. Hopefully we're going to be in for a good show here tonight. I'm excited to see what either side is going to pull on out. Let's give a start here by showing Pranksters. We're going to be seeing that teleport in immediately, so they're going to be having immediate control of this point here, while Hood's going to have to slowly rotate themselves around. Take a look at this comp here. We're going to be seeing a lot of poke to brawl setup here. Big one to keep an eye on most definitely probably is going to be these healers here, especially Baptiste and Zen. Zen here feeling a great amount of damage, having to pressure themselves. If an unlucky Discord goes on against Thomas College here, they will get caught on out. Gotta be playing it safe here for these setups. Now you see the teleport faking in, but that's not going to be a direct one. They're instead trying to just build up their damage here. Take a look at how they're going to be making this push. Really little to no scare from the Sim. Now you are going to be seeing a lot of pressure here, while Quillian's trying their best to keep the pressure on. They can only handle so much as they're starting to get pressured on out here by Youngsnail with the help of Pollander, just cleaning up whatever is left here. Now it's very, very close here. Had a bit of a... Sure, they're on the internet, surprisingly. Nonetheless, it's going to turn over the Hood to start, but their numbers are not looking too great. As you can see here, Valkyrie trying to focus down the Sig. Gonna have that all coming on out with the speed drop and cancel the block, so they're not going to be slammed down anytime soon. Looking for a great setup here for a headshot. Could have the opportunity, just has to find the moment to capitalize here. But it seems Soldier's going to be able to actually punish this and find a pick there for the side of Hood. Now going to be making their way on in. They have Overclock here ready to rock and roll, and all they have to do is just hit headshots one after the other. It's going to be a very rough one here for the Nemesis form going on out, as you're going to be seeing that immediate annihilation thanks to the Discord in effect. Now it's just a matter of follow-up here, trying to keep their team alive through the Reaper. Beautiful rocket on out, shutting down Pranksters. Point's going to turn right over the Hood again, but it's at 18% here compared to Thomas College's 83. The Terriers just need to win one more fight and be able to stagger out the opponents here in order to win the first round. We'll have to see how this change here is going to be coming on out with the Sigma will handle itself. Rockets thrown, but no one gets hit by the target. We are going to be seeing that there is the window been activated. It's going to be an immediate annihilation there against Valkyrie, following it on up against Okoye and getting traded back by Hollander. Now in this situation here where Hood is up by 1, they're able to try to put on the pressure. They want to maintain it as well. They want to make sure that they can't get pushed on too easily going into this fight. They don't have a lot of ults to work with here, and I think we're having a little bit of network connectivity issue. Hard to say for certain here at the moment. Try to see what else is running around here. Now you're going to be seeing that window calling out. Finds huge value there. More than you would expect. Rock comes on out, and that's going to be it there for Young Snail, as we're going to be seeing just a cleanup duty from the side of Thomas College. I believe the Zen might have been able to get out of there alive. I did not see him get taken down, but I'm wrong in that aspect. The last one that could potentially touch her will be the Soldiers. Coming around to the far left, getting double teamed on. Not a whole lot of time here to touch. Needs to make this slide, but barely is saved with the touch by one of the teammates who's able to make it on. That Mortality is going to give him up for now. With I should say Transcendence being activated as well. There's nothing really they can do here. Trace is going to be the last one alive, but they can't do much in a 1v5 situation. Lucio tried to make that touch all the way from spawn there, but it was all in vain as the first round goes to Thomas College.
Score 1-0.
Very strong setup there, but now we're headed on over to the garden here. This one's going to be a bit more precarious. As you can see, there's a lot of steep cliffs here between dropping into a virtual pond or down a skyscraper. Either way, it's going to be quite deadly. So these teams are going to have to be very cognizant of their positioning to make sure they do not get pushed into the abyss. Now going to be seeing that some swaps are coming on out here from the side of Hood College. Let's see if it actually is going to find some value here. Or will it still just be a complete wipe going on in? Immediate take with the Sim Teleport once again. Genji almost finds himself falling off the map, but take a look at Hollander here on the side, able to get rid of Jay Gibby. That's going to be one down for the side of Thomas College there. They're going to have to be a bit smarter, having lost their support. Tracer also hurt quite a bit, and Tracer is off the map. A little bit of a miscalculation there is going to cost them, especially with a rock going on into the Steva here. Okoye is now going to be pushing aggressively so into their backline, completely undeterred, trying to find the picks. Just waiting for the follow-ups here. Prankster able to find what they're looking for with a beautiful rock for execution there. Tracer does get the recall on off here, but is really just going to be sagging themselves out, unfortunately. So now Thomas College, having captured the point initially here, has all the time in the world to make space and build up their ults going into the next fights. We do see Valkyrie swapped over to the Tracer here. We're going to be taking a quick look at that there. Great pickoff against Hollander. Looking to see who else they can find here. Hood's looking a bit dire. They seem to be caught between a rock and a hard place at the moment. They're not really able to make any space. From us, I'm not sure this dive is really the way to go here for them, unless they start to focus up on some targets here. Coming around to the left here, we're going to see Prankster going to try to start working this flank, but Bab's also getting pushed down as well. Kiriko now being annihilated here. Hanzo able to, not Hanzo, Genji able to get that kill, one of the Shamadas, and they're just making space here. Beatrop's going to activate Pulse Bomb throwing on out, and there actually is going to be a trade back with the two. Murder all is going to be canceled here, and that's going to be their main focus. Unfortunately, we are having some network difficulties there, so things will look a little awkward on stream. Apologies for that. A beautiful squash down against Jake Gibby there. Hood now able to finally turn the point, and much sooner compared to the last round. So they're looking better than they were prior. Probably just getting those early round jitters out of themselves, trying to make sure they find their space going on into these maps. So, from the side of Thomas College here, Tracer are going to have to work this rotation here. Tracer versus Tracer here. Whoever's going to have the more significant aim will win this, but it's definitely going in favor to Hood here, as we're seeing they get pocketed by the Moira. Eyeside's really looking just for this engagement all going on in. They're going to be starting to move fast and furious with the blade. Before anyone can react, it's a deadly frenzy of swipes left and right. I mean, question there is, what do you do in that situation? And the answer is not too much. You just have to reset. A beautiful team kill coming out there from FX as well as Shoix. But now, Hood has to be very mindful here. We do see the Pulse Bomb ready to go. If they can nail it on a support, or even better, Prankster here, that will shut down opportunity for the overclock. Looking to see them trying to make a place there. Hits it, but only against the shield. Not a real intended target there, unfortunately, for them. So things are not looking too hot for the side of Hood, especially after losing one, with Prankster making a follow-up there. Pushing on around here, they're just going to be playing for pickoffs here. Moira's going to have to forcibly fade away. They are, however, holding this point out significantly well. So there is an opportunity to win it back. You see the Genji getting rocked on there, but point still clicking. Things look like they're making a turn for the better here. It's Aquilian versus Tracer and Kiriko. Beautiful hit on the rock. Unfortunately, one of those projectiles misses, as Kiriko's able just to dodge a near-death experience. Aquilian able to stay alive thanks to the Baptiste. And Jake Gibby unfortunately had fallen off the map because trying to go for a rollout too aggressively and not making it back in time. Hollander able to get that pick there. Now it's just going to be a cleanup, as we're seeing Genji on back with the swipe. Double time! And looking for more.
Activating self-destruct sequence.
It's even up here. 1-2-1 on map number 1.
1-1.
Great plays coming out from either side here. And we're now heading on over to the third map tonight. Welcome to the Control Center. This one's going to be based inside the skyscraper this time around, in the Museum of Astronomy. You're going to be typically seeing a lot more brawl, more fisticuffs in this arena here. But we will be seeing they're keeping to the Sigma here on the side of Thomas College. However, Young Snail has swapped over to the Junker Queen with a May and Reaper. Things are going to get real dicey here for Thomas College unless they can melt down the Maylo or just find some early picks here. A lot of damage coming on out here. And taking a look from the side of Hood, they're able to eliminate Aquilian the start, so that's not good for them. However, there is a trade back for 2, now made even. It seems that either side has real opportunity to win it here. Junkrat here on the flank, just missing those lobs on the Lucio, but they are able to get value where needed. So great start out here from Thomas College, able to pull it on back when things were looking dire against them. Probably going to have to do a reset here after this map, but bear with it for now if you don't mind. Taking a look here, going to be seeing the push towards main once again. No one really providing much pressure, however that Discord is going to help significantly here to deter people from pushing in. I mean, look at this, Lucio cannot even make the space despite a great maximum value Blizzard. Everyone has pairs on the side of Hood.
Just in there. I'm ready to
so, despite the trade-offs, I would say that Thomas College here had huge value.
I agree.
Not so fast.
I am with you, my friend.
So now we're going to have to see what's going to be the next push up to engage in this. You have Tyre, and Tyre's going to be making its way on in, looking for some value here. Does not find any kills. However, it does
This
hurt the
ends
BAP
now.
significantly here. Now heading on over to Soldier and activating the overclock there. Just barely making it out alive. Has to face off against Zar. Zar is actually a great tank to be playing here against a Sig, especially in this comp where you just need to cover yourself from damage and play to live. The point turns over the hood, and now there's a strategy to be had. It's a 3v3 here on point, but it can go either way. Whoever gets the numbers back fastest will have the advantage here. Jay can be able to get that pick onto the Reaper to start. Window's been activated as well as Sig ult. Sig's going to be looking for the picks here. Gets the kill as needed just after the Window's deploy, but that's the first, the second, looking for a third. And it does find it in the hands of Young Snail. Jay Gibby also follows the hole later, has effects, is able to make the cleanup. So the point will stay in control of Hood College here. As we're going to see the swap over by Quillian to the Zarya. An interesting play here. Got to be paying attention to this Mayock here. And the wall, that's going to be dastardly. Reaper's going to be making their way on in to help hold the choke here. Death Blossom or Blizzard is really going to set you up for success here. Just waiting to see this engagement here now. It's going to be Thomas College moving their way on in. The wall comes on up and the Voice has been activated. We're going to have to see that Immortality find some big value here. They're trying to keep up Effects. Effects is living through and through. No one's really able to take them down quite yet, as we're going to be seeing the trade-off there against Zarya. The point is taken away here. Thomas College does not have a lot of time. They need to reset themselves to go for another engagement. Prankster's the only one with an ult ready to go online here with the Tyre. Has to get on a flank and go to try to get a pick here. And they need to start moving now. Tyre making its way on over, spots the Reaper. Reaper's not the greatest target you want to fight against there, especially in central situations. Death Blossom coming on out, and it's just going to be a whole team wipe there. Effects able to clean it up and win it there for Hood College on map number 1. What I would consider a complete come from behind win there. Effects, no doubt, with this blade. Team wiping that of Thomas College here. Had a great value pairing up with the Kasune Rush and just going for the cleanup finishers. Now, if for those of you still sitting around, we're going to do a quick little break to do a little bit of a tech fix. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
It's amazing. It's amazing. Start that avalanche. Ride it to the street below. Always take the chance.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Welcome on back to the Overwatch. Hopefully, things are going to be a lot more smoother than they were earlier. It already looks a little bit, but it seems we're still having a bit of network issues. Probably would have to stop the stream to go any further with it. So we're going to have to work with what we got, unfortunately. Despite some additional attempts. We'll get it figured out in the long run. Regardless here, we're going to be having, this time around, the defenders are going to be Hood College, while it's going to be Thomas College on the attack here. So let's see how this engagement is going to be starting their way on out here. We're going to be seeing Hollander being forced to back off with the initial pressure there from the Soldier and provided with Zen. Zen's going to have a real good angle here. Take a look at this down low. Gets the Widow, immediately sniped from the back line there. That's going to be a huge pick there against Hood College there. Hood's going to have to play it much smarter here now that they're down by 1. Now it's all about pressure here. The Sage has no shield to work with, so that's going to really put them into a rough position here. Thankfully, Hollander has the support from his Zen there, team up against Aquilian. Aquilian's going to be applying a lot of pressure here that they're going to have to deal with. He's even on the high ground right now. Despite a rock to her face, they are not deterred. They were able to make a trade-off against Valkyrie, but it's not enough. Aquilian with the double, with the triple follow up there by Prankster. They're just going to be making their way on in here. Widow has to be very careful and has to escape if possible. You can deal a lot of damage, but you gotta hit your marks here. And I do not believe this is going to be the play for them going on into this. They have to back up and regroup at the moment.
The barrier's weakened.
Because at no point can this point be contested here as it gets the first.
Now you see me?
Now this is going to be an escort map, as I did not get a chance to mention. Their goal is to get it as far as possible. As for the defenders, they want to make sure that doesn't happen. So making themselves set on up for the second point here. Going to possibly be seeing a play come on out here. Just have to see if they're going to really find it effectively or not. Looking for that drop down, but the shield is in the way. It's not really finding any value for them. Ashe has a chance to just getting caught on out. Gets a shoulder peek there and has spotted the Widow just for a moment, but their position has been given away by Hollander, who's able to finish up that kill. But trade back immediately against Shillix. Prankster is going to be making the move. Blood's coming on out. The BAP is down. Rock misses entirely. So it really feels here that Thomas College is just completely undeterred. They have yet to be stopped here. There's a complete snowball effect going on here. Sage's feeling very injured here. Has to be forcibly backing themselves up and make themselves some space there as the Widow goes down. Effects is going to have to come back momentarily. There is the gravitational flux here from Hood. Young Snail trying to get some value, but just missing it barely each time. Widow's going to be activated here with BAP trying to come around to live. Just barely makes it, throwing that immortality on out there. Looking to see if they can get those supports. Has a great deal of damage going on with the Transcendence to assist. Teleport's not going to be meaning much there except for an ability to escape with. The second point has been captured, and we're heading on over to the third with a 5-minute time bank, which is phenomenal going to be going on to escorts. Typically, you only see this kind of time bank in quick play. In competitive, it's very rarely earned. So now, with this in mind, there is a swap over to a dive composition. It's an interesting setup here, but I'm not sure of that call there. If anything, I would be expecting another brawl setup. Recall's going to be coming on out with the Winston to dive it. Bob's also in place here, and you're seeing a split comp going many to the far right, going for that backline. Well, Ashe is trying to play the point here. Does get the dynamite off, but Bob is way too far in the back to get any well-needed value there. With the assist from everyone, despite my initial thoughts, they were able to get a follow-up. So things are looking pretty swell here for the side of Hood College. They're able to finally make a stop, but they still have to deal with 4 minutes. Those 4 minutes is going to be a very long and painful process. That's going to be the nade coming on out there from Dynamite. And possibly going to be looking here with Coalescence to engage. That is exactly the case here. They're looking to pressure out this end, and they get the Mortality out. However, Prankster has swapped on over to the Reaper and is making some trade backs themselves before falling. You have to watch out for this Tracer who's all over the back lane. Hollander cannot be stopped. Look at how they're setting themselves up here. You're going to be seeing that they just try to go for poke every single time. When someone gets low, they use the tank to dive on in incessantly. Trade's going to be caught out here with no more mobility to work with. Zen very low, but it's now going to be game primal on out here. The back has to really play to live. Things are not looking too hot for the side of Hood, having lost one of their supports immediately. Especially with Reaper right on their face. They're going to have to be forcing back off again. That's going to be Hollander down once more with effects trying to find a swing, but it has to play the back, so no value going to be found out of that blade there. Window comes on out, and it's big and powerful with the Zen to throw on with Discord. They're just applying pressure left and right. We are going to be seeing Hollander coming on out from the high ground. There's Pulse. Does not make a matter of a difference as it's blocked by the shield. With the completion of that first round there, the sides are now going to swap. Thomas College is going to be on the defense, while Hood College on the attack. If Thomas College can keep Hood from getting to the final destination here on the 3rd point, then they will win the map. As seen here, their idea is to get back to the Deadlock hideout, filled with loads of illegal supplies. Now the question here, what is the strategy going in here? Hood had a great setup here with the side of Sig. However, they were getting out pressured and were giving up a lot of space. And I believe that was their biggest issue there. They're starting to take it back a bit on the dive, but you can only do so much with that. So you need to start probably coordinating a bit better and trying to rotate your abilities as well as ult charge going into these fights. And that would be the recipe for success. I'm going to be seeing a dedicated dive here with the D.Va thrown in. And instead of a Zen or Baptiste, we are going to be seeing Kiriko and Ana. An interesting setup here. Probably going to try to be boned for Nano Blades or just Kitsune Blades, where you get the Kitsune Rush, which gives you a haste ability, as well as the swordsmanship that you would find from Ninja. Nonetheless, here from the defensive, take a look at how they are going to be set up here. They have a Torb with the off angle here, so they're probably just looking to catch anyone by surprise where possible. D.Va's now spotting them. It's going to have to make a decision when to go in or if to go in on at all, and who to go on. As they're going to be caught on out there, that's going to be effects first. Coming out from the flank all the way to the far right. Hollander has been spotted, so cannot move in recklessly. Are going to be seeing a push out here from McCoy and playing right on the point. They could get the Zana, but a beautiful block going to be coming out of that. Are going to be seeing Young Snails push into this high ground. He's really going to get caught in the open. Not going to be finding the value they are looking for. Despite Hollander's assistance there, unless they get that immortality, there's not much they can do against this Baptiste. He just has way too much movement. Even the Sig is just getting all the space available. Are going to be seeing that beautiful bird coming out on the Ana there, which helps to build up the bomb. But the nade is going to save it for them. Zen's going to be a big proportionator of damage here, as he's going to have to try to play to live, helping the Baps and pushing back the D.Va. Playing it great with the zone here. D.Va is forced on back and had Discord on them for a moment. Discord's going to really scare some of these people going on into these fights. Let's take a check here on the left side as we're going to be seeing the duel out here from the Hanzo and Torb as well on position here. So it's going to be set on up, and here's a decision. Do I go for one or the other? And I believe they will have to be focused down the point here. They do get a trade on to the support, and Tank is now demexed. That's going to solve some problems here for the side of Hood. He needs to immediately get a reset going. Not getting killed off anytime soon until it's far too late. Even Hollander is able to make an escape. So now, with a minute 45 remaining here, it's really anyone's game as to if Hood can make a space here. They have ults to work with, they just need to commit with them. That's going to be seen here. Here comes Nano, here comes Bomb, here comes the Visor, ready or not. You also have the Kitsune rush, and he may just have to activate them all at once. That's going to be one down with that Suzuki finding no value, unfortunately. It does not say anyone, not even the Kiriko themselves, who takes half damage out of that. D.Va's just going to have to go on down, trying to take damage here to help build some ult. Much less just their mech back, but they're only at 45%. They're still a D-mech tank player, so that's not great for a 60-second engagement left. As you see from here, Thomas College has every ult but the tanks to work with. You will be seeing the mech get called back in, and they might just initiate here to zone with the bomb. That's exactly what we're going to be seeing here. Bomb's going to become out now. Does not get anyone thanks to a beautifully set immortality field and quick thinking from the Ashe for cover. Bomb's going to be going all the way into the back line here, trying to go for some shots, but is it going to be finding him? I'm not too sure about that, as they're just going to be able to zone him. It's now going to be a fight on point as Transcendence is going to be activated here. Now we're going to have to see a Visor in effect. Visor's being put into play here. Now it's going to have to be fast shots and furious, but they weren't furious enough. It's going to be the Torb all over point, and they're trying to see who else they can catch on out. It's evened up. 2-2 here, 3-3, but now 2-2, 1-3. Hanzo's gonna have to live for this overtime here. Does get the overtime. It's gonna have to be up to Soldier to make the touch. He's running. Can he make it in time? No siree, as that one's gonna go to Thomas College. Without a doubt in my mind, Jay Gibby here with the play of the game on Zenyatta. Take a look at this beautiful push with Discord and Window, just purely going for the eliminations there, hoping his team make the distance. We're going to be heading on over to a quick break. I'll see you guys in a moment.
From a young age, taking my soul into the masses, writing my poems for the few that look at me, took to me, shook at me, feeling me, singing from heartache, from the pain, taking my message from the veins, speaking my lesson from the brain, seeing the beauty to the. Hey, you turn me up, believer, believer. Hey, you break me down, you build me up, believer, believer. Let the bullets fly or let them rain. My life, my love, ebbing and flowing, inhibited, limited, till it broke open and rained down. It rained down like. You made me a believer, believer. You made me a believer, believer. Hey, let the bullets fly or let them rain. My life, my love, my drive, it came from. You made me a believer, believer.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello once again. We are back. Welcome to New Junk City. I think this is their version of New York, but they're trying to do it Junkertown style. We're going to be starting off here into the arena. No changes from sides this time around. You're going to be seeing Hood College on the defense again, or blue team in this case, while Thomas College is going to be on red team. Not going to be much changes either for comps here since last map. There is a change over to the Moira with Kiriko, but other than that, they're sticking to their guns.
Initial flashpoint. Arena.
Looking to get started here in the arena. Just have to see who's going to be going on in the start. Taking a look down to the side, you're going to be to see a far flank from the right side. This is a very unusual position, mind you. We don't typically see teams ever play on this side. I'm surprised by seeing this from the side here of Hood as well as Thomas College to react to this. I'm not sure what their thought process was going into this, but it's a very refreshing engagement here, most definitely. Going to be seeing the point turnover to Hood College first, as the Blazers are making space. Now all they have to focus on is targets here, as they need to push together to take one down. That Zen's going to be the first one to fall there, thanks to Hollander, who's able to get that elimination going. Has to stay alive here. Could almost get the Soldier as well, but it will get traded back by Prankster. Prankster's now going to be staying alive here for the team, but not alive in time against the Reflex. With the rebound of the dash resets. One slight and it's done. Effects gets a triple kill at the beginning of there. And little known thing about this style of point, this is King of the Hill style, but it's known as Flashpoint, and it captures twice as fast as normal King of the Hill. So teams have to win a best of 5 on this specific map, as there's 5 points around the entire map. Are going to be seeing a push out from under here from the side of Thomas College. Makes the touch for the overtime here to start. And now they're looking for some plays. Diva's going to be the first to start to take a great deal of damage here. But who's going to be really finding the first picks? That's going to be a D-Max with Rush to the face. Crusading Rush has been activated but rendered null void thanks to the Flux. Now it does get traded back as Hollander is able to get the kill against everybody on the side of Thomas College. So that's going to be a great play out of that Kusine Rush there. What should have been a turn for Thomas College is actually in favor of Hood, and now they're on their way taking this next point here. They're getting in position to try to set up for these plays. Take a look at these ults here. We are going to be seeing 2 from the DPS here on the side of Thomas College, while you're going to have the effects Genji, and coming up on Diva Bomb. Now swapping over to the Junker Queen, looking to slash and dash. They're looking to just get real fast on these engagements and try to make some follow-up plays. Now Effects is going in with the Dragon Blade, able to do a little bit of damage, but not significantly enough to go immediately for a limb. However, thanks to the follow of everyone else in this dive composition, they are able to bring it on back. So things are looking up for the Blazers here. They're making their space and maintaining it well. But don't count out Thomas College quite yet. Take a look here. We do have the Pulse Bomb ready and available from Valkyrie. So we're looking to see if they can make a stick onto one of the players. Best case scenario is going to be the Diva, but even better if it's a Genji. That's going to be right down to the ground. Bomb's going to be coming on out. Does it hit? No, sirree! It goes too high into the air, so it does not find the value it was looking for. Now swapped over to Zarya. Molten Core's going to be activated, but completely absorbed by Young Snail. As such, it's going to get fully counted and find no value. Points now starting to go over Thomas College here, but it's only for a mere moment. Valkyrie can only stay alive for so long, as they do not have recall. It's only Lucio and a Zarya here beaming with bubbles. Lucio gets caught up from behind there, thanks to Young Snail. They are doing a great job making the calls and following up on them. It's something you want to see out of teams. This is textbook gameplay right here, folks. Coming around, point number 2 is captured by Hood College. Now going to be looking towards the third.
Flashpoint, the Ducks.
The Ducks. So the Ducks here is referring to this far left point here that's all filled with ventilation throughout the entire point. As you're going to be seeing here, steam can come up from the center here, and it's a place of market as well. Good coin system fan to work with there. We're going to be seeing a lot of close quarter fights here coming on out to start. Zarya trying to do their best to make some plays with bubbles here and beam. They're just not holding enough energy nor staying alive to tell the tale with said energy. Point will turn over to the side of Thomas College to start as Kusine Rush is activated, enabling this fight. Beat Drop's going to hit to stop the Pulse Bomb from finding any effects. It's looking dark for the D.Va here. You are going to be seeing a follow from Coalescence from the side of Thomas College here. As you're trying to keep people up with the Kiriko, that's just going to be a cleanup of shop here. They invested a good number of ults into this fight, but one that is not completely unrecoverable. You're going to be seeing Young Snail get just completely zoned out yet again. Bomb been activated. Everyone has to run. And catches one! Despite getting taken down themselves, that's going to be a 4v4 situation set up here. They could go immediately in with Blade as well as Coalescence here. They go from the opposite side here, as we can see. Blade in effect finds one and reflects it off! It's off the wall, doesn't find where they wanted to, but it's a beautiful reflect to stop from getting caught on out there. Quillian, unfortunately, is gotta be kicking himself for that. But it's not the end of the world. They're able to get it up to 89%. As long as they make the comeback here on this next point, they're going to be able to do just fine. They just need to make sure that they don't drop a map from here on out. Taking a look at this here, going to be seeing the engagement start from mid. Just waiting for some action to take place here. You are going to be seeing a lot of pressure from Valkyrie on the right-hand side. Hits the stick, but it's bigger. Holinder gets a double there with Young Snail following it on up. Things are not looking good. Tom Coach has to reset now to have one last opportunity to touch point. If they cannot make the touch and turn this to their favor, they will lose this map. So now, with Hood College set up very well here to start, they have no ults to work with, but they just have to push back Thomas College, make sure they can't touch, and take out anyone on point. That's going to be the first one down, and they need some ults going into this. Neither side has ults quite yet, but Solderin's going to have to be the one to save the day. Overclock's been put into effect now, and they're looking to shut down that Kiriko. That's going to be both healers now. But it does not go in their favor. Instead, Hood College holds on out and wins Flashpoint. That puts the series at 1-2 in favor of Hood College. And let's not forget Thick here on the Moira, doing the job they were known for, which is keeping the team alive. It's crucial going into these fights that in these tight situations, your job is just support. Gonna head over to a quick break before we go into the next map, which is a potential match point. See you in a moment.
I woke up feeling like this gon' be my day.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Esperanza. Here we are in potential match point territory here, as Hood College just needs one more to win the series. The current score is 2-1 in favor of Hood, as you saw earlier from the break. Since last point, we are heading to a push map. As the name implies, to give you some context here, you have a bot. His name is Mark. Say hi, Mark. Mark here pushes the barricades. That's his job. Teams escort Mark to push barricades as far as possible. Their goal is to get these checkpoints and finally get all the way to the end of the map. First team to get to the very end wins, regardless of distance from either side. But if neither side is able to get to their final destination, whoever pushes the barricade the farthest will win. Both sides have 10 minutes to work with, and they're going to be fighting here and now. We're looking to add some change up in plays here. Hood College still on Team Blue, as Thomas College is on Team Red here going on into this. We are going to be seeing, instead of a Genji, a Sombra. An unusual pick here from the side of Hood. We haven't really seen a tease for it either, so I'm curious what the strategy going on into this is. Could get caught out easily if caught with a stray, but this target here is going to be focusing on the Zen, and they're focusing it fast and hard, so it's going to be got out of position immediately there, putting Thomas College in a real bad spot. However, they're able to save it thanks to Pranksters, who's able to bring it on back. Sombra gets caught out into the open, and the point is starting to move. D.Va's the last one alive here, and D-Mech to boot. Ains are not looking too swazzy here. Even, it's a complete team wipe there that Hood College is going to have to set up for once again, while Thomas College needs to make as much space as possible, keeping one person on and the others on high ground. Take a look at the Sombra here. They're trying to go for a Sombra checking, but they can't find her while she's invisible. If they, just by chance, hit this tree here, they could have a chance to hit her and discover her. And usually Sombras don't move fast. Now going to be chased down from under. Are going to be seeing Hollander immediately into their back line there. The full front of that team. Recall is going to activate, but they're not really finding anything to follow it up on. The point does make its way past midway and is now pushing towards the other side. Lots of space has been made here, and they're just not able to get this mortar fight yet. The Coalescence ready to go. They're going to be potentially pushing it around this corner, but they opt to save it instead. Going for a full push on DPS. A great save there from the side of Hood College going into that fight, as they're able to make some space going into it. Going to keep an eye here on Jay Gibby, the Zen for the side of Thomas College. Very close to getting to Transcendence, just needs a couple more hits. Got that first zone away, and this board's on them. Bob's going on into the point here, looking for some contestment, but is immediately melted, unfortunately. Poor Bob's just trying to do his job. Take a look at the side here. We do have Tracer in the back line yet again, but could be seen in ambush as well here. They throw in the hacks from the high ground, pressuring out the Baptiste, nullifying the usage of that window. So things are looking very, very good for the side of Hood. Just catching out that BAP, and they're hungry for more. It's going to be focusing down this Ashe here. Despite the D-Mech, they opt to bomb it just for a quick remech instead. That is the strategy sometimes. You have more value being in mech than out of mech in of itself. And now that they have the checkpoint, close spawn has been awarded. Looking to see if they can get the Sombra. That's going to be EMP there. Should have been a clean wipe against the Sombra, but that is not the case. Instead, they're able to cleanse it on out, and you're going to be seeing a lot of space maintained here against Thomas College, who's having a hard time pushing on in. I think strategy-wise, their best case scenario is to go for a brawl here. They're sticking with the Sig for this poke, but I don't think that's what you need to be doing playing on this. You need to start pushing their backline a bit and getting some value going. Going to be seeing that Flux coming out. Hits twice on the mortar, but does not secure the kill. Unipoc going to be coming on out to start, but thanks to everyone's new update, everybody's so tanked that they just don't die the same way they used to. Williams very injured here and having to deal with a lot of pressure front and center. And this Kitsune Rush is going to help aid the automatic shotguns to shoot even faster. Machine should not be able to overclock like this, but it's going ahead anyway. Bob does find value here to start, and it's looking for some more. Could get the D.Va here potentially to remake it, and gets that canceled. Bob was just around long enough to deter this points progression, but that's about it going on in this. They are going to be seeing a hunt coming on out here from the Ana, looking to see if they can catch that Tracer. But the Tracer makes it out alive there. So what's strategy going into here? For Thomas College, they need to get it at least halfway to stop close spawn, as coming from the rear here. Close spawn is right up against that building there, as you're going to be seeing them push right back into point immediately. Teleport instantly coming on out. They're actually going for a rotate in the rear again. Their strategy is never the front line. It's always the rear. Jay Gibby's the one that's received the brunt end of these eyes every single time. A beautiful shutdown there by Playmaster with the rock. Just missing its mark, unfortunately. The nail's been the point, and they're trying to find some extra value while moving this card. They need to get this checkpoint here and get some more space. Great job between the Baptiste and Jay Gibby pushing on in. That's going to be EMP on activated there. They're going to have to try to keep up the D.Va, and they do so effectively. Both DBS able to find 2, make that 3 on down. And it's turned on over once again to Hood College here, now taking control of the driver's seat. Economy's looking favorable towards the side of Hood. They have more coming online in comparison to Thomas College here. So Thomas College really has to find big value out of this flux here from the SIG. SIG's going to have to really make sure when they make their push up here that they just catch out these heroes specifically and make sure they're separated enough when they do it in order to make sure they can't escape. That's going to be that teleport they're going instantly. Here goes with the ult. Can they get them before it? And they get hacked out of it just at the near tail end of it, but the damage had already been done. Unfortunately, there was no follow-up to really support that push up there. SIG's really trying to stand their ground on the front line here, but looking out for the side of a false spawn there. Hollander just gets punished for going into aggressively. They had a chance to ult, but chose not to do it. Never chase alone like that. Bomb going to be coming on out there, not going to be hitting its mark, unfortunately. No Destiny found there. Hax comes on out, and they're looking to hunt that SIG. EMP has been activated, and now the tides have turned as well. They're looking to see some limbs here. You're keeping the guys on card, and they're trying to stay alive as long as possible.
Secure and ready to move.
Now, finally being able to turn it over. There's 3 minutes remaining. Thomas College has to start working something here. As you're going to be seeing Mark make his way on up around the side here to start. They will get it to the checkpoint here, but they have to watch their off angles. Specifically, Hollander is going to be the one to make note of here. Look at this pulse bomb. If they nail it on the Ana here, they're completely done. Here it comes on out, thrown and blown. Not going to be finding anyone there. EMP's been activated, and they're now going to be pushing their way on in here. Take a look at this. It's trade 1-for-1 here. DPS for healer. That D.Va's looking very low, and with the hackers to support, it's looking in favor here of Thomas College. The only way this turns back around is if they lose one here.
Precision and control.
But that's not going to be happening here to start. Despite being down healers themselves, they are going to be able to regroup enough to reapply pressure. They're now on Lucio Kiriko. Not a whole lot of healing to work with, but if they stick together, they will supposedly have enough while keeping people zoned with poke. Waiting to see this Coalescence push on in here to help initiate this team fight. Might even be used just to save against the signal. Say Rush has been activated. They're looking to just get aggressive. Looking for a target on the checkpoint here, which gives them close spawn. They only have a minute remaining to get it as far as possible here. Coming out of the spawn, it's a quick respawn thanks to the immediate capture of the checkpoint. But to give reference of how far they need to push, it's roughly around this corner here, which is a very, very long distance to have to capture. Rock's just going to miss its mark here. Taking a look at Hollander, already in the back line, could go immediately for a play. Effects are able to get out as well. Looking for the drop in here. It's going to be big, folks. Pulse goes on out, but does not hit its mark. Not able to get that stick there to go. Another hack coming on out. I'm not sure if this Steve is going to be able to stay make long enough. They throw in bomb. It does find one. It's going to be the other support. Tom's Coaches has no more supports. There's roughly 15 seconds remaining. Right now, what they're trying to do here is they're trying to zone this spot. They don't want anyone to touch within 10 seconds here. And I'm not sure Talos College can. I stand corrected. Say, look, Valkyrie's here. They just have to decloak long enough. Beachrock's going to be going on in against Kitsune Rush. It's all about alt economy going into here. They need the numbers on point. If better picks, they need to find the picks. EMP comes on out, and Sig's able to make it onto point. They almost get the hack off onto the wire there, but that's not going to be enough in time. Now looking on the overclock here, looking to see if they can get those supports. Hollander is able to find two, and they're going in with the Sigfox. Sigfox gets sit down immediately. Now it's just up to this overclock here, which gets also knocked on down. Ladies and gentlemen, Hood College wins the series. And no doubt in my mind, the Warrior here once again keeping the team alive, especially in this overtime, dodging everything and applying the damage as needed. A great player there to have. That's going to be it here tonight, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you all next week. Bye-bye.